antes are going up to 15,000. Blinds 60 and 120 as 4 players remain going after that over $1.6 million first place prize.
Well, action's going to be on Galen Hall. He looks down at an ace-7 offsuit, and he's going to fire it up to 245,000.
Roger Teska out now. Scott Seaver, the chip leader, is going to make the call with a king-jack.
How far is that? Going to lay down the 8-6.
Like the antes have gone up to 15,000. Blinds now 60 and 120. We are flopping.
A great flop for Scott Seaver. He's flopped top pairs. It comes Jack 8-3. He's checking it. Going to let Galen hang himself here.
Yep, Galen's going to make the continuation bet with ace high, 400,000. There's the okie dokie call by Seaver.
You think you have the best hand, you just keep checking into an aggressive player and let him keep betting at the pot.
All right, a little 5 of spades on the turn. He's checked again. And Galen is going to bet again.
This time 675,000.
Sometimes though, when you walk the dog bites you.
Well, you're right. 2 possible flush draws out there. You might raise here, but Scott Seaver just calling again.
Down to the river.
Well, 9 of hearts comes off. Now Scott checking for a 3rd time. Hoping Galen will fire out one more time. It doesn't happen.
Oh, I thought you said I got there.
No, I said I got it.
Yeah.
Scott turns up the king-jack, and he adds more chips to his stack.
Online poker is back in America. No purchase necessary. Play online poker for cash prizes with players across the U.S. Sit next to your favorite ambassadors like Phil Ivey, Brad Owen, Rampage, Wolfgang, and the rest of the WPT crew. Play tournaments and ring games to win real prizes and experiences, including free entries into next-level poker events in Las Vegas. Sign up at ClubWPTGold.com with promo code YouTube.
All right, and Scott is the first to act. He's got the button. He's got a jack 3. He's going to fold it. Farzad now with a jack 10 of spades.
Farzad, an old school poker player, been a poker pro for 25 years. Going to raise it up here next to 250,000 to go.
But Galen's going to call with his ace-7. Ace-7 versus jack 10. Here we go.
An ace right on the flop. It comes ace-9-5. Farzad is checking here. And Galen not wanting to fall into any traps, and also camouflage the fact he's got 2 aces. Also checks.
6 on the turn, and now Farzad's going to bet with absolutely nothing. Try to take the pot away, 250,000. But of course, it's not going to work. Galen making a solid call.
Again, got 2 aces. The gut shot straight draw makes the call.
Down to the river.
Well, now the board pairs 5s. Well, Farzad looks a little uncomfortable there, doesn't he, Vince? Squirming in his chair, but he's going to fire again. I think you got to pay this off. Galen does so, and he's going to win this pot. So the old school guy getting schooled a little bit right there by the Cal Berkeley man.
Yep, nicely done by Galen Hall. All right, back to the action. Action's on Matthew.
And got the 8-deuce offsuit, going to fold here.
He says he learned how to play poker during study hall in high school. Matthew did. It paid off.
Shows you what kids are learning these days.
All right, a lot of folds around. So Martin Jacobson.
Yeah, Martin hadn't played a hand yet, and here he's got an 8-3, and he's going to limp in the small blind. Miko with the jack deuce of diamonds. Happy to see a free flop here.
With just a jack deuce. So the battle of the blinds, and we are flopping.
It's come ace, queen, 7, 2 diamonds.
Nothing hitting for the man from Sweden, but look at this.
He is reaching for chips, and Vince, we are seeing everybody fighting for pots here so far.
Yeah, 24 grand with nothing.
Miko's got the flush draw. The question is, do you just call here or do you raise it? Take the conservative approach and just call.
Yep, gonna play it sneaky. Here we go with the turn card.
10 of clubs. Doesn't help to either player, other than the fact it gives Miko a gut shot straight draw.
Martin's hand just keeps getting worse and worse, and he checks.
And it's gone check, check. Miko happy to draw free to the flush and the straight. And now a queen comes off, so the board pairs queens.
Action again on the man with no hand from Stockholm. Does he have the guts to bet? Seems like he's getting some chips out, Mike.
Just incredible. Take your hat off to this young Swede.
Oh.
He is trying to win this pot.
57 grand.
Look at this. Mikko has nothing here. He's got a jack high. He missed his draw, but he's not missing out on grabbing some chips. You can't call here, folks. He's got to come over the top to play it. He's doing it.
He's doing it.
Just an incredible play by the Swede, and a more incredible play by the Finn.
You're right. You're right. Guys with absolutely nothing are taking control of the hand. Mikko Sundell is going to win the hand.
Well, Vince, I'm already become a fan of this Mikko Sundell. I can tell you that.
Here's the man going after that over €500,000. First place prize. Actions on Hugo. He's got a queen 5. He won't play that. Byron Caverman from Ohio, though, with an ace 9. Will raise. Makes it 48,000 to go. Into the former Cook. Martin, he goes away.
Over to Mikko Sundell. The Finnish pro, he's going out. Matt Waxman, our chip leader, out as well. So round to the big blind. This is the lone amateur player at the table, Frederic Majin from France. He looks at the jack-8 of spade. Looks like he wants to play. He's going to make the call. This guy's amazing, Vince. He got in this tournament on a satellite, and yet he's gone to work every day at 7 in the morning before the tournament started. And then he comes in and plays the tournament, and he's made it to the final table. Even worked today of the final table.
That is great. Well, nothing worked with that flop. He has checked it. Hits nothing, but neither did Byron. But Byron looks aggressive. Will make the continuation bet 61,000.
And look at this, Vince. Now, the Frenchman's got no hand and no draw, as we say. He is floating here. He is calling here, I suppose, to try to take this pot away from his opponent later. It's the only reason you'd make this call. 6 of diamonds comes off. Let's see what he's going to do. And he is doing that. He floated on the flop to try to steal this pot on the turn, and that's what he's doing. Incredible. Folks, this is the kind of play you see top pros make. You just don't see amateur guys that go to work every day that play in these WPT events make these kind of plays.
105,000 there by the bluffer. And Byron can't take the heat. He's got to fold the hand. Brilliantly done by the amateur Frenchman.
Frederic playing his first ever WPT event, and wow, is he performing well.
Balls on a real heater. 2 9s for WPT, who opens the pot for a raise. Daniel Buskin gets out of the way, and upside down 9s for Jin Wong. Pocket 6s. $450 to call, which Jin does. And look at this, another pocket pair, Mike.
Well, Fred Goldberg with the 2 deuces, so 3 players out of 4 in this pot, they all have a pair. It's 2 9s, 2 6s, 2 deuces. Flop comes 10, 8, 3 with 2 spades. Booty still out in front with the 2 9s. It's check to him. Wow, I am surprised he would check 2 9s there. That looks like a good flop to me for 2 9s.
Now the board pairs on the turn.
Why would you want an ace, king, queen, or jack to come off there? Well, forget bet, you got to give this hand up. I would have bet the flop if I'd have been Bobby. And Jin Wong betting on the turn now, and you don't blame me, he thinks the 6s are the best hand.
Firing about a third of the pot, and Fred Goldberg can't help but call, and that lets WPT fold the best hand.
Both of these guys thought Booty had 2 big cards, something like king jack or ace queen.
Oh, look at that river.
Now this counterfeits both players, actually. Both players are playing 10s and 8s. Jin's kicker, the 6, is the best hand.
Yeah, his kicker actually plays. Like Fred is playing the board. 10s and 8s for the 3.
Kidding me. Jesus Christ.
So Jin Wong with just a 6 high, going to bet 1.1 million.
I hate to say it, but I wonder whether or not Jin knows he's been counterfeited, if he's paying enough attention here, if he's just firing on autopilot.
Oh, why didn't I shove the flop?
Well, we don't know that. This is first tournament cash ever, first WPT event.
It doesn't matter now. Goldberg lays down the deuces, obviously. Jin takes the pot.
Wong got in this tournament by winning a satellite.
Online poker is back in America. No purchase necessary. Play online poker for cash prizes with players across the U.S. Sit next to your favorite ambassadors like Phil Ivey, Brad Owen, Rampage, Wolfgang, and the rest of the WPT crew. Play tournaments and ring games to win real prizes and experiences, including free entries into next-level poker events in Las Vegas. Sign up at ClubWPTGold.com with promo code YouTube.
Action on Andy, this time with a king 5. Won't play that hand. Here's the ER Dr. Eli Berg. He also goes away. Stephen Brackesy out.
Now it's on the pro now. 25-year-old Daniel Santoro with the pitiful 9-deuce offsuit.
He's also got the whole Beatles Let It Be type of look with the hair and the mustache. And he is going to raise with a junk hand. Makes it 47,000 to go. Christian out and the pawn man, Bob Carboni with a king 9.
What a story he is. He got in this tournament on a $250 satellite. On Booker for 26 years.
Learned his poker at a WPT boot camp. He's going to raise it, makes it 47,000 to go. Back on Santoro.
He obviously sensed weakness. Came back over the top with a king 9 offsuit, but incredibly, Carboni is being called here by Santoro's 9-deuce.
Flop comes up Jack 4 deuce. Santoro picking up deuces. Carboni nothing.
40.
Carboni's going to make the continuation bet. Sticking out 40,000. Will it work? Santoro not going anywhere. He's made this call. Just deuces.
Well, the 9-deuce before the flop. You flop some of it, so you do make the call. An ace comes off.
Helps neither player. Bob going to check.
It's on check, check. Now a 3 comes off and another club as well.
Check. I'll check.
They're happy to check again, and Daniel Santoro going to slop in there with a pair of deuces and win this pot.
Well, he is going to be shocked to win this pot with 2 deuces. Right now, the pawnbroker saying to himself, I can't believe this young guy called my re-raise with a 9-deuce offsuit.
Playing blackjack, you know?
Point away, and he wouldn't have made nearly that much money, so obviously it does pay to slow play aces sometimes.
Get the books. Back to the table we go. A few folds around to Stephen Brackesy, a poker pro out of Waltham, Massachusetts.
Yeah, he hasn't played a hand yet at this final table, and here he comes in with a 5-deuce.
Yep.
He is in the small blind. Just raising it to try to pick up the blind.
Makes it 38,000, and now Daniel Santoro with just an 8-7 is going to invest a little bit more. Makes the call. Battle of the blinds, going at it. And the flop comes up 10-7-3. Santoro hitting a pair of 7s. Brackesy with nothing.
He's going to make the continuation bet.
I bet 45,000 with nothing. Santoro getting a piece of that, and he's not going anywhere. Going to make this call.
Doesn't want to re-raise. Get raised out of the pot.
We go to the turn. 6 of clubs.
This does give Stephen a gut shot straight draw. A 4 would give him a straight, but that is all he can win the pot with.
Well, he's been very selective so far tonight. So he's hoping that his image at the table will win this pot. He's betting again, 105,000.
Well, obviously he can win the pot by betting the guy out of the pot, but that's not happening as Santoro makes the call here because he also has a straight draw now.
And a pair.
But the Jack of Hearts comes off, so neither player going to be happy to see that card.
Brackesy finally disillusioned, checking there.
Just waves the white flag. Cannot win the pot checking.
And Santoro checking as well. Brackesy finally getting involved. Unfortunately, things did not work out the way we wanted. Action's going to be on Simon Roundsbeck. Second WPT final table. He made the final table in Vienna in season 9.
Yeah, he actually finished 3rd in that event.
He's out.
Next is Andrea Carini. 1 of 4 tie-ins at this final table.
He's also going to fold, and now the Russian, Renat Bogdanov, 30 years old, picks up a 9-7.
He's the only non-professional player at the table, works in finance.
And he's going to finance his hand because he's just raised it to 33,000. Gianluca out. Now Alessandro Longobardi, 31 years old, out of Naples. Not going to play it.
So around to the big blind, the chip leader, Andrea Dato. He looks down at ace queen.
Yeah, pretty strong.
Yeah, most players as chip leaders in this spot would probably just 3-bet right here, but see what he's going to do.
Nope. Just going to walk the dog. Just going to call the Russian.
Well, taking the conservative route here on hand number 1. Comes a flop. King 8-4.
Helps neither player. Andre Dotto going to quickly check, and let's see if the Russian makes the continuation bet with 9 high. He's getting chips out.
He is doing it, man.
Yeah.
This is his first ever WPT event. Only been playing poker 3 years, but he has come to play.
45,000 with nothing. But Dotto's got to be stubborn. He's going to stick around with his ace high.
Thinks the ace high might be good, and it is. Board pairs 8s.
Dotto not hitting there. He's checking again.
Now the Russian checks right behind him this time.
Yeah, blam, he's slowing down. River card coming up. It's a queen. Good for Dotto.
Dotto's got to believe he's got the best hand right now after his opponent checked on the turn.
He's coming out to bet 45,000 like he should. Now the 30-year-old out of Saratov, Russia.
Look at this, Vince.
He's only been playing poker for 3 years, but what is he doing here?
Most people would have just quickly mucked that hand.
Raise.
He is getting out raising chips.
Certainly is, Mike.
But it's just the min raise, Vince. He's bet 90,000.
That is scary.
Now with that raise, there's over 300,000 in the pot. Only going to cost Dotto 45,000 to call. He's a huge chip leader, so.
That move is so bad, it actually could be good.
Well,
I can't believe this.
can't
Will it work,
possibly
though?
lay this down for
No, you
45,000.
wouldn't think. Oh, boy. He's going to do it. He's laid it down.
Unbelievable. Oh, the Italian got a little spaghetti in his face right there for 200.